Miracle is happily crossing 15th year anniversary.
If you are becoming a doctor and you get your basic medical degree of MBBS, I did my first IVF treatment in the first IVF clinic that was started in Cambridge, United Kingdom. Weakness is when we don't succeed every time when we do a treatment and the woman doesn't get pregnant. That is my weakness. They were the first people to do the first IVF baby, and once they have done that, they started a new center in Cambridge.
As you completed your post-graduation in abroad, what made you come back to India to start this clinic?
So I decided that we'll start a clinic in India and show other doctors how to do an ideal clinic where patients will have.
Today we are in Miracle Advanced Reproductive Center. Miracle is happily crossing 15th year anniversary. Let's talk to the clinical director, Dr. Kini. Hello, doctor.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
What made you come in the field of IVF?
Well, it's an age of super specialization these days. If you are becoming a doctor and you get your basic medical degree of MBBS, you don't do very much work. You'll see all problems in medicine. But if you want to concentrate on certain problems and give the best for the patient, so super specialization is the only answer. So I decided that I would super specialize in fertility care for both men and women.
Where you did your training, doctor?
I did my basic medical training in Bangalore Medical College in India, and then I decided I'll go abroad and get additional training in obstetrics and gynecology, which is the basic science one should do if you want to do fertility care. So I did my obstetrics and gynecology training in the United Kingdom, got my postgraduate degree, and then I decided that I will go into super specialization and did a fertility training.
When and where you did your first IVF treatment, sir?
I did my first IVF treatment in the first IVF clinic that was started in Cambridge, United Kingdom. I was working under Dr. Steptoe, who is a gynecologist, and also Professor Edwards, who was the scientific director at that time, who did the first IVF baby in the world. I was privileged to work with both of them and did all my training in fertility care of both men and women.
As a doctor, what is your strength and weakness?
The strength for a doctor is always confidence. Learn everything, practice everything as you have learned it, and then innovate. That is the strength of a doctor. And weakness is when we don't succeed every time when we do a treatment and the woman doesn't get pregnant. That is my weakness.
As you completed your post-graduation in abroad, what made you come back to India to start this clinic?
Oh, that is very interesting because even though I worked abroad, every time I came on holiday, I'll go and visit my friends who are doctors and saw how they treated their patients. In India, what happens is the doctors tell the patient everything and the patient says, yes, doctor, and follow everything that he has said. They don't want to question the doctor. And the doctor hasn't got the time to spend with the patient. So I decided that we'll start a clinic in India and show other doctors how to do an ideal clinic where patients will have equal say in the treatment and also discuss and get all the explanation that they need.
As you have opened the clinic in Chennai, do you still work in abroad?
At this point in time, I'm basically now retired, but I still take lots of interest in my patients' care and the outcome of treatment, etc. I was at one point in time, going back more than 5 years, I was working in Chennai because we opened this center newly. And then I was also as a visiting consultant in Saudi Arabia, and I had a regular job in the United Kingdom.
Who's your inspiration, doctor?
My inspiration started when I first went to Cambridge and joined my mentors, Dr. Patrick Steptoe, who has unfortunately died a few years ago, and also Professor Bob Edwards, who is the scientific director in our center, who's the Nobel Prize winner for medicine in 2010.
Why they are inspired for you, sir?
Well, they were the first people to do the first IVF baby, and once they have done that, they started a new center in Cambridge, and that's the time I met them. And then they said, "Why don't you come and join us?" And that's how I joined them, and then got my training done with them, and now I'm fully fledged fertility consultant.
It was very nice talking to you, doctor, and your information will be very useful for the people who is watching this. Thank you.
Thank you to you as well. My sincere thanks to SSC for doing our being our media partner and doing our advertising material so that we can give lots of information to the general public. Thank you.
என் குடும்பமே இன்னைக்கு சந்தோஷமா இருக்குன்னா அதுக்கு காரணம் மிராக்கிள் தாங்க.
Miracle Advanced Reproductive Center, number 450, 2nd and 3rd floor, Poonamallee High Road, Kilpauk, Chennai.